Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a pretty heavy topic: art fraud, specifically in Thunder Bay, and how it intertwines with the legacy of Norval Morrisseau, one of Canada's most significant Indigenous artists.
We're gonna explore not just the fraud itself, but also a personal story that really hits home, the emotional impact it has, and what we can do about it. So, stick around. First off, let's talk about art fraud in Thunder Bay.
It's this ugly underbelly of the art world that, honestly, a lot of people don't even know about. You think about art, you think about beauty, expression, culture, but then, damn, you find out that a lot of the art being sold, the art that's celebrated, might not even be the real deal. And that's where Norval Morrisseau comes in.
His work is, foundational for Indigenous art in Canada. He's this towering figure, and to see his legacy being exploited is just heartbreaking.
Now, let me share a bit about Tim Tait, who's a local artist and has had a really personal experience with this kind of fraud.
Imagine creating something that means the world to you, and then you find out someone's out there signing your name to pieces that, aren't yours. It's gut-wrenching. When Tim discovered that his work was misrepresented, it was like a punch to the gut. I mean, seeing something you poured your heart into being stolen, it's just... Ooh, the emotional weight of that is so heavy: frustration, betrayal.
And then, you realize this isn't just about one person. It's about a whole community. The fraud rings that operate out there are, extensive. They've got these methods for replicating Morrisseau's style that are just, mind-blowing.
It's not just some random thing, it's a full-on operation, and they're making a lot of money off of it. It makes you wonder, how can people be so callous? Norval Morrisseau's legacy is incredibly important. His work isn't just pretty pictures, it's a reflection of Indigenous culture and history. Major museums recognize him, and his influence on Indigenous art is profound.
So, when you see his work being misrepresented, it's like, how can we allow this? It disrespects not only the artist, but the entire culture and history behind that art.
Tim's feelings of frustration and helplessness are something I think we can all relate to on some level.
It's like, in a world where authenticity is so crucial, how do we combat this? Seeing something you've created, something that's part of your identity, being taken away, it's a painful reminder of how fragile authenticity can be in the art world.
But here's the thing, we can't just sit back and let this happen. We need to support original Indigenous artists and raise awareness about art fraud. It's so important to uplift those voices and make sure that the real stories are being told.
I mean, if we care about art and culture, we have to protect it, right? So, what's the takeaway from all of this? For me, it's about recognizing the value of genuine artistic expression.
We have to come together as a community to protect our cultural heritage. And yeah, it can feel overwhelming. How do we even start? But every little bit counts. I've learned that even in tough situations, there's always a glimmer of hope.
Like Tim's story, as brutal as it is, pushes us to think about what we can do to make a difference. It's a call to action for all of us. We can be more mindful consumers of art, celebrate the real deal, and support artists who deserve recognition. So, if you found this video meaningful, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Share your thoughts, your experiences. Let's keep this conversation going because together we can make a difference.
Remember, every piece of art tells a story, and it's our job to ensure those stories are told authentically. Thanks for tuning in, and let's keep fighting for what's real.